Recording is in progress. Hi, guys. Hi, y'all. Hey, David Lee here. How are you? Welcome in. Come on in. Come on in. Join me. Join me. Oh, there's my reminder to record this. Now my reminder to make sure that I am live. Yes, there I am. Good to see me. Good to see you. See some folks jumping in here. So that's fantastic. And yeah, let me know that you're here. So I see Jenny has jumped in. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. So if you are here live with me, let me know. Where are you calling in from? Where are you watching from? Where are you spying on? Where are you stalking from on this big, beautiful planet of ours? Hello, hello, hello. We have a number of people who've indicated some great interest in today's topic and what I'm going to talk about. The title of this particular live today, and it's really, really an opening up of probably several of these over the next couple of weeks. But I'm calling this Manifesting Your Soulmate. Manifesting Your Soulmate. Anybody on board with that? Anybody want a soulmate? Right? This particular live here is exclusively inside the deep dating group. And so my guess is those of you that are watching this live, or by the way, if you're watching this later, let us know. Hashtag replay. We love to get all your comments. And again, let me know where you're coming from. And we love your feedback. And we're so appreciative of everyone following here. But you're probably looking for a soulmate. If you're inside this group, you're probably looking for a partner. And some of you may even be having some thoughts about what does soulmate even mean? What does that mean? Well, I'm going to allow you to identify and to come up with that definition on your own. You could certainly replace soulmate with partner for life, future spouse, whatever you would like to refer to. And my guess is you are here today watching this either live or later on hashtag replay because you want some insight, you want some wisdom, you want some information on what it means to manifest. Oh, that's a big word. What does that mean, manifest? Well, the fact of the matter is, and this comes to kind of a low bar standard with what we teach and coach here at Daring Deeply, is guess what? Newsflash, friends. Okay, your soulmate, your partner for life, your future spouse, the one with whom you want to share life with, is simply not going to walk up to your door, knock on it, and say, "I'm here. Thank you so much for being patient. I'm the perfect manifestation of what you've been searching for. Where have you been? I finally found your address." Not going to happen. Newsflash, it's just not going to happen. And so much of what we do and how we serve and support our clients here at Daring Deeply is through the relationship space. And that's probably why you're here, is like, what in the world does this manifestation of the soulmate mean? Well, what we're going to do today is I'm going to invite you to consider some powerful questions for you to ponder, for you to answer. And what I will share with you is, here comes the warning label, friends. Here comes the warning label. David's giving you a warning label and a big hug. Okay. The warning label is this: be careful what you wish for. Okay. Because some of these questions may be really, really, really challenging. Actually, the questions aren't challenging. Your responses may be challenging. Your answers may be challenging. So I'm going to share my screen in just a moment and share with you one slide that has these questions on it. I'm going to unpack these questions very briefly, and then I'm going to allow you to rest and sit in this, right, over the next couple of days. So if you have pen, paper, you're able to take a pause, I invite you to write these questions down and really consider something that we propose, and we want all of our clients, we want the whole world to really spend some time and slow down and journal, right? That's how we're going to invite you to address and answer these questions that I'm going to bring up. So I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to get really, really small. Thank you for being patient. And I'm going to allow my, let's see here. Here we go. So it looks like Willie is here. Hi, Willie. I'm working but listening. Great to have you aboard, my friend. And Deborah is here watching as well. So again, let me know if you're here. If you have questions, I always want these to be, these lives to be a conversation. So if you've got questions, you've got feedback, if you've got thoughts, if you're like, hell no, David, I don't agree with that, I want to hear that too. Any and all feedback is welcome here. So here we go. Manifesting your soulmate. Questions to consider. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? Here we go. Question number one. What is my relationship to being alone or feeling alone? This is a tough one. Okay. Again, I invite you to take this slow. If you're watching this live, is not simply to answer very quickly, to sit in it, to rest in it, which can be hard. Because if we get quiet with ourselves, which is so much of our healing and growth journey, friends, in order to manifest your soulmate, in order to find your soulmate, this is so super important. Take the time to answer these questions. What is your relationship with being alone? Being alone, my friends, is an indicator of maturity in the relationship with yourself. Okay. If we are fearful, if we are terrified of being alone, right, it's going to indicate and it's going to manifest. By the way, it's going to attract someone who is, it's going to attract another individual who is afraid of being alone. And this can create yet more codependent bonds, which if you're in the space and you're in the dating world, this is something you want to move away from. So what is your relationship with being alone? Are you okay? Do you feel safe being alone? What does alone mean to you? Okay. Next question. What have I learned about what I want, value, and love from previous relationships? Okay. Powerful question for you to have a sobering, a very lucid perspective on your past relationships. Because if you're carrying bitterness and resentment and sarcasm and passive aggressiveness, which we see a lot in the dating space, okay, what my ex did to me, the blame game, the blame shifting, okay, always something to be very mindful of. Because again, friends, if you're swimming in those waters, that's who you're going to attract. Do you want to attract yet another person who is scarred and bruised and beaten and resentful and bitter? Or do you want something more elevated? Manifesting your soulmate, okay, has you answer this question with clarity. Okay. What have you learned? Be honest with yourself. What have you learned based on previous relationships? Again, this is not about blame shifting. They. I always know when someone has moved into an elevated space of maturity and ready for a soulmate type of relationship is because they've allowed that to go. They have done the work to heal. So, next question. Do I feel energetically connected to anyone from the past? Ooh, this one may be a challenge for some of us. Okay. We may have heard I want to make sure I just lost my feed. I just hit the wrong button. All right, there I am again. Okay. Okay. So, and Kathy is here. Good to see you, Kathy. Okay. So, do I feel energetically connected to anyone? Thank you for your patience. Energetically connected to anyone from my past, and to what extent? Okay. There is healing that needs to be done here, friends. Okay. If the answer to this is yes, and to what extent? Okay. You may have heard the phrase, right? The one that got away. There may be somebody in your past that you still feel energetically connected with. Now, that's okay to have feelings for someone in your past. It's okay to look upon that relationship with joy, with love, with thankfulness, with gratitude. However, right, how you are energetically connected to someone and then bringing that forward toward manifesting your soulmate can be a challenge. To what extent are you connected to that person? What type of work still needs to be done for you to release that and to move forward? Okay. Next, what is my current physical health and cleanliness? Oh, what does that mean? What is my current health and cleanliness? You're like, David, what does that have to do with finding my soulmate? Okay. It has an enormous amount to do. So what is your current health, physical health and cleanliness? Okay. Is it in a space to which is going to manifest and attract someone with whom is matched and falls in line with who and what you want in your future? Okay. Are you struggling in your physical health? What does that mean? Okay. Is that something that you still need to do some healing? Okay. Physical healing, emotional healing, right? The physical health, the emotional health, it's connected in here too. And cleanliness, it matters. It matters the level. Okay. What does that mean for you? Is that what you're manifesting, is the same level of cleanliness and physical health and emotional health that you want? Something to consider. Is there room in my life for another person? What does that mean? I get this question. We get this question. Paige and I get this question quite often. Right? Is there room in my life? And what does room mean? Do I have to make space? Again, I'm going to invite you to consider the answer to that question. And if you have, if you feel like you have, how have you made room for that person? I'm going to stop here a second. Deborah says, great questions. Wow, I've got homework to do. Yeah, fantastic. Yes, homework. It's important. Work, right? We're going to get there in just a minute. Thank you for putting that in the chat there, Deborah. All right. So is there room for in your life for another person? Okay. How much are you spending time working? How much are you spending time with children? How much are you spending time with friends, with family? Okay. How, quote, busy are you? Which, by the way, busy, B-U-S-Y, is a dirty word in the daring deeply world. It is. Okay. You're not busy, friends. Got newsflash. No one's busy. No one's busier than anyone else. Okay. Everyone has the same amount of 24 hours in the day. You choose what fills your time. So if you know that you are not making the time to interject, to have someone come into your life, it is something to consider. How have you made the room for that potential soulmate to come forward? Number 6, does my home environment evoke the feeling I want from or in a relationship? Your home, friends. I invite you to do an inventory of your space in which you call home. Does it feel safe? Does it feel secure? Does it feel inviting? What is the decor like? What does it smell like? What does it look like? Is it welcoming? Okay. All very important. You may think, what does my home, David, come on, what does my home have to do with manifesting my soulmate? An enormous amount. I would invite you to consider. Okay. If right now, if you're doing an inventory of your home, is it inviting the person with whom you will call a soulmate? Because my guess is it is. How your home is set, your decor, your feel. What do the pictures say? Again, what is the mood? What is the energy inside your home? Is it inviting to your prospective soulmate? Next, how would I like to feel when I wake up in the morning next to my soulmate? Oh, such a good question. Friends, I would invite you to consider to take some time to close those eyes in your journaling session. And maybe you have a meditation practice, which we highly encourage. Okay. In that time, you go through these questions. You really consider soulmate. You really seriously consider soulmate. Okay. All right. Hold on just a second. Somehow I came off of mute. All kinds of interesting. I wonder why. Things to interrupt this may be very powerful energetically. Okay. So how would you feel? How would you like to feel waking up next to your soulmate? What does that feel like in your body? We talk a lot about body work and we work with our clients. Hey, Karen, good to see you. Glad that you're here. What does it feel like in your body when lying next to your soulmate each and every morning? What do you dream about? What are you considering? What does it feel like? Are you next to each other? Are you in each other's arms? What are you wearing? Okay. Again, manifestation, right, is putting into place energetically that you are, quote, ready for your soulmate. Okay. There's the first 7 questions. Here is something that I want you all to consider. We get this question a lot. So how do I know if I'm ready for my soulmate, David? How do I know I'm ready for my soulmate, Paige? And those questions that are asked to both of us here at Daring Deeply. What I will share with you is the best place. It says it right here on the screen, friends. The best place to learn how to be in a relationship is inside a relationship. I'm going to say it again for those that are listening and don't see the screen. The best place to learn how to be in a relationship, friends, is inside a relationship. Okay. But wait a minute, David. Wait a minute. Don't I have to fix all this stuff before I get into a relationship because I don't want to take all my dirty laundry? Friends, the best way, we know this, on the job training is the best training. Okay. This is when you are really going to take what you've learned. Those clients of ours, we highly encourage, yes, we are working with them and we are supporting them and we are coaching them and we are leading them. But ultimately, it's the work that's done out in the field that is so critically important. Okay? Because we can do all the lab work that we want to. right? This right now, friends, is listening to me and following us on Daring Deeply and following us here on Facebook is only the beginning. You're only scratching the surface of your work to find your soulmate. Okay? This is just scratching the surface. Listening to this, okay, following our work on Daring Deeply, making comments of memes on social media, okay, you are simply scratching the surface. Reading the books and listening to the podcast, it's only the beginning, friends. Okay. That is doing your lab work, but the real work happens out in the field, experiencing, putting it to the test, inviting professionals to come in and provide you the support. And this is what we do at Daring Deeply, is we provide that coaching, love, and support for our clients to truly put all of these answers to these questions to the test so that you are growing and healing. Which brings me to my final question for today. Friends, I'm going to pause. Here's the pregnant pause. Here's the uncomfortable pause. What's he going to say? Friends, how committed are you? How committed? Let's be real. Let's cut the shit. Let's be real. How committed are you to your healing and growth work? How committed are you? Only you can answer that. Okay. What I will share with you is when folks are ready, truly ready to begin their healing and understanding and purpose and growth and transformation, that's when folks are really, really ready to do the work. So how committed are you? Every single one of our clients with whom we work with, we ask that question, and we know very quickly how committed someone is to the work to manifest their soulmate, to heal, to find career pathways, to understand their trauma, to heal their trauma. We know very quickly if they're truly committed. And it's hard, I get it, to truly be committed to moving forward to manifest your soulmate. So my challenge for you as we wrap this up today is really to lean into all 8 of these questions, but to really, really, truly settle in and answer the question, honestly, how committed are you to your healing and growth work? Because friends, your soulmate may be right in front of you, but in order for your eyes to be open, for your soul to be open, for your spirit to be open and ready for their presence in your life, you must do your work. Okay. Only surfing on social media and finding really witty and powerful and touching and convicting quotes and people to listen to and finding 5-minute clips and 5-second clips on social media is only going to get you this far. Okay. Are you really committed to doing the work to manifest your soulmate? That's a challenge. It's convicting. It may be rattling inside of you. You may not want to hear that right now, friends. I get it. I remember when I had to make my decision to truly begin to do the inner work. And that's, as we say, that's what we do when we help and support folks here at Daring Deeply. So I'm going to end there. We're going to continue this conversation over the next couple of weeks. We won't be live next week because we're going to be leading a ladies retreat here in the Nashville area. So if you're interested in knowing more about those ladies events, let me know. If you're interested in knowing more on how we do work with our clients, please let us know. Drop a comment in here, send me a message, send me a DM, send Paige a DM, and let us know. We would love to see if it's a good fit for us to work together, to see if you're truly committed to do your work, that you have some experience in this, but want to take your growth, healing, and transformation to the next level. That's what we're interested in. That's who we want to help. So is that you? Somebody to consider in moving through these questions specifically about your soulmate. Friends, that's what I got. That's all I got. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for all of you that are here live. Let's see if anybody else has jumped on. Thanks again, Willie and Jenny and Deborah and Karen. Thanks for all being here. And please spread the word. If you have friends, if you have family members who are interested in really understanding their love and relationship pathway forward, manifestation of their soulmate, invite them to the group, because we'll be back here in a couple of weeks to continue this conversation with more to consider, more questions. So spend some time with these questions, friends. Really lean into this. Really be honest with who you are. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.